Alright guys, quick look at the latest color changing on camera LED light. This one comes from CN. These are the guys who also do the 126 and the 160 and the 48 and all the other ones. So this time they come out with a color changing LED light. Sorry, no unboxing. I got a little excited. This thing was packed up very nicely. It had a lot of foam. You know, everything had custom fit boxing and stuff. So, but I kind of ripped everything apart just to play with it. So right now I have the magenta filter on here. This is known as minus green because sometimes these lights have a slightly green cast. Whether it does or not, I don't know yet, but I just threw on this filter just in case. So here's a filter holder here. Little instructions again from CN 240, and this is a battery adapter plate for I believe Panasonic batteries. Native, right now I have a Sony battery on here. It does not come with a battery, so this is a Sony compatible battery. It does come with this hot shoe mount, which is a really nice one actually. I've seen some other ones packaged with these hot shoe mounts and they're pretty crappy. This one actually works really well, so pretty cool. That's worth 10 bucks at least. Anyways, here's your two dimming knobs. Changes the color temperature, and here changes the brightness, and here's an on and off switch. So the box, let's see what the box says here. So the box says it's dimmable from 5% to 100%. I actually dimmed it down to like just 0, so you can actually have the LED light on and have the lights dim down to just 0. But here it says 5% to 100%. Color changing between 3200 and 5400, and also has battery indicator as well, which you can see over here. And mine's not charged. Let's see here. Anything else special on the box? Obviously the two filters, and it does come with a clear diffusion panel, which I took it out earlier just to replace it with the magenta one. I'm gonna do a quick color test, and sorry guys, I'm just using my point and shoot camera right now. Hopefully the quality is not too bad for you, but at least you'll get an idea of the color temperature. So I'm gonna set my point and shoot camera to daylight white balance, and we'll do a quick test. Okay, real quick before we go on to the test here, I just want to talk about why this light is kind of special. It's because you can adjust the color temperature to match your ambient setting. So let's say you're shooting inside of a restaurant where they have a lot of dim lighting and it's mostly tungsten, which is very yellow. Then you can switch this to yellow. And if you're, say, indoors, there's some windows with window light, so you got daylight coming in, but you still needed to add a little bit of fill light, then you would go with something more bluish. So I'm going to change the color temperature here, and that switches it over to kind of the daylight, the white side. And then if you're somewhere in between, you got mixed lighting, then you can kind of go in the middle. So the way this works is there's two sets of lights. One is more white and one is more yellow. So I don't know if you guys could see that. And then here we switch from yellow, and then we're kind of in the middle, and then as I keep moving the dimmer, then we switch to the other side of the spectrum, which is mostly white. So that's what's very cool about these LED lights, because if you had to put gels to color correct your LED, that does cut down on the amount of light that you have outputting. So it's nice that this has it all built in. So we'll just run a quick test in a second here. Alright guys, sorry, quality might not be good, but I'm on my point and shoot right now. I'm just kind of lazy to get the DSLR, but I'll run some more tests later on this light because it's actually really cool. So right now my point and shoot camera is set to daylight, and you could see how kind of yellowish this is. And I'm going to change the temperature back to 5400. So you see that, and I can also dim the light down to 0, you see, so, and bring the light back up and change the light back down. So I'm going to change the light slowly, and you can see the different shades. it gets slightly warmer and warmer. So the light could get very, very warm, but it's cool that you can kind of mix right in between, depending on the ambient light that you're trying to blend in with. So that's kind of somewhere in the middle. That's kind of like a mixed light right now. And then I'll push it out more bluish. And going back to somewhere in the middle. And also dim it down a bit. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Not a real good test because I'm on a point and shoot camera, but later on today, maybe I'll set up the DSLR and try this all again, but it's kind of a quick test, a quick look at the LED. It's not that big, actually. 240 LEDs, you'd be surprised, but it's actually more wider than it is kind of square. So that's pretty cool. So again, native is the Sony battery, just bolts right in. It does come with an adapter, which I believe is for Panasonic batteries. Comes with a hot shoe, white diffuser, and a magenta diffuser. Dimmable and color changing. Probably the cheapest color changing on camera light out there right now. And hopefully we're going to see more sellers carrying this and prices go down. Then again, I post a blog on this and prices might go up. Who knows? But I got my hands on one and I like it. It's definitely pretty cool.